TikTok reportedly waited nearly 3 hours to call police in Brazil after a teen's death was live-streamed on the platform, but the company notified its own PR team almost immediately.
Here's a summary of the article.
TikTok reportedly waited nearly 3 hours after it was aware of an apparent live-streamed suicide to report the incident to police. When TikTok officials were alerted to the livestream, they reportedly waited to inform the police until after they took steps to ensure the story of the apparent suicide didn't spread or go viral. TikTok has stressed the image that its platform is a place solely for viral hilarity and widespread memes, but the company's handling of the death on its platform shows that it has to answer to the same questions as other social media sites when it comes to content moderation. The Intercept reports that the Brazilian teen's livestream video remained up on TikTok for more than an hour and a half, and received nearly 500 comments and 15 complaints, before it was taken down from the platform. The company also reportedly prepared a press statement, which it never released, that said TikTok policies don't allow for content that promotes personal injury or suicide. It wasn't until later that night, nearly 3 hours after TikTok learned about the livestream, and more than 4 hours after the death, that TikTok contacted police in Brazil, The Intercept reported. The group responsible for moderating TikTok content, reportedly referred to as its technical team, was only made aware of the death after Brazilian influencers on TikTok notified employees about the livestream.
This post received a score of 67,867, with an upvote ratio of 89%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Apparently there is a website that keeps track of TikTok-related deaths and serious injuries. Looks like most of the deaths are from India and Pakistan due to stupid stunts involving trains or cars.
Link please?
www.tiktokdeath.com.
Man, really? I thought it was just dumb shit like the Tide Pod challenge that idiot kids were doing. That's just the first link on there too, I'm not even gonna bother reading the rest.
That, doesn't sound like something that would go in a music video.
Brings death metal to a new level.
Once a metal guy blew off his head with a shotgun, and a bandmate walked in on the scene. He took a picture and the band made it their next album cover.
What a fucked read edit, some additional reading about the band.
My favorite part of that story is how the most reasonable member of the band is called Necrobutcher. And then his replacement goes on and kills another member. Fuck, the 90s were metal.
Well, unless the suicide was in progress, it's not like they could have stopped it. I think it was responsible of them to make sure it didn't go viral, like the article said, so there weren't copycats.
Greater than I think it was responsible of them to make sure it didn't go viral, like the article said, so there weren't copycats. Underrated procedure. Suicide contagion is a real thing.
This website is being pretty irresponsible by spreading it so much then, it's essentially going viral now. Someone should link the Tank Man Tiananmen Square picture and then the thread will disappear. Edit, for those with short memories. More below.
Sounds good to me.
Those higher-ups end up in a giant meeting with most likely CEO, PR, legal, a few department heads, regional heads, etc. Once that is done, each member is tasked with what to do. That is when Brazilian police are finally notified. Here's the question, did anyone else call the police?
Sounds true, but someone probably decided to call the police earlier. Just then the problem started again. How? It's not in the manual. Google Brazilian police. Do they speak English? I don't know. Do they speak Brazilian? Google that. Portuguese. Do we have anyone here that speaks Portuguese? Damn, we really need to write a procedure for that.
Remember not too long ago how a woman in the USA likely saved the life of a guy in the UK? The guy got a seizure while they were gaming together. She wanted to call the alarm number in the UK, but that number only works within the UK. Thank God she knew the guy's address, so she dialed the number of the local police station. If she didn't knew the address, he could have been dead. And if it was at a later time, he could have also been dead. The point I'm trying to make is, it can indeed be harder than someone would think to alert the proper authorities. Not saying TikTok shouldn't have taken more direct action, but in general it's not always as easy as one would think, to contact an emergency line abroad.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.